Hello and welcome back to the Squadcast, the official podcast of Glasgow Warriors. Thanks to everybody for tuning in yet another week on what is promising to be a chaotic episode if our off-air chats are anything to go by. Murphy, you are back again.
Hello.
How are you? How are you feeling?
Good. We're getting there. How
Good.
are you, Craig?
Surviving. Thank you very
Good,
much. We've managed through the technical difficulties that we started this episode with, so we're going again.
This is round two.
It seems apt given our guest, given he's on his third appearance, only one of which has actually counted.
Third Squadcast appearance.
Third Squadcast appearance. Sorry, Jack Mann. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Craig. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Let's kick off where we were rudely interrupted by our technical difficulties that nobody listening to this is going to have any clue what I'm talking about. You are back fit and firing on the pitch. You have played at Scotstoun. How are you? How do you feel?
Yeah, no, it's great. It was awesome to get my first run out at Scotstoun in a fully fledged game a couple of weeks ago. Even better to get the win against Scarlets as well, who obviously put out a pretty full whack team. It's definitely a weird feeling being playing week to week, but it's very welcomed.
Just talk us through that Scarlets game as well. Obviously, it's a couple of weeks ago now, but right down to the wire. Obviously, there's 82 minutes, whatever it is, on the clock, and there's you and about three other people charging towards a guy at full time, determined that ball is getting nowhere near the post.
No.
At that point, are you just head down, charge for the ball, or is there any semblance of rational thought going through your head at the time?
No rational thought. I mean, we could have been 10 metres offside and I would have any idea. It was, sort of all or nothing, I guess.
Yeah, well, you had this man to thank for counting the days since you were on the pitch.
Yeah.
I mean, Murphy, just talk us again. Like, how good is it to see this man back out?
I want to say something really nasty, but just because it's Jack. But no, it is good. The stocks are rising, Jack. Are rising. So, what's that? 2 weeks on the bounce? Is the team going to be announced before this is out?
We are going to publish this after the team announcement, so we can talk about the team. Yeah.
3 weeks on the bounce now. 4.
Yeah.
3 to 4. Wait,
3
3 weeks. And this week.
No, including this week.
Oh,
3 on
this
the
week.
bounce.
So 3 weeks on the bounce.
Yeah.
It's probably the most rugby you've played consecutively since when?
Probably 2 years.
Yeah, and how good does it feel?
It feels awesome. Just sort of through the week, the training, obviously can be pretty long days under Franco, and it makes it all worth it when you're actually getting to run out at the end of the week and show off the hard work that everyone's been putting in, I guess.
I want to see a back row of you, Dargy and Gussie.
That's already happened.
Did that happen against
That
Sale?
happened against Sale, yeah.
Did it?
Because we thought it would have been me, Gregor, and Darge.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But unfortunately, Jeeves has been
Sidelined.
by the wayside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll touch on the European games. Obviously, big win against Sale to start the European campaign.
Yeah.
First of all, you're in amongst it at that one as well. You've got a perfect view on the touchline of George Horn somehow navigating all members of geometry to get that try down.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all forwards in this room. Does anybody ever think we can score a try like that?
No, Gus and I were actually talking about that on the bench. We were like, how many times, if you're in that scenario, would it take you to pull that off?
Yeah.
And we reckon maybe 1 in 30.
I mean, that's
and
optimistic.
with an extra maybe 2 or 3 meters ahead of where he was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never pulling that off.
No.
Murphy's going to pull it off every time he tries it.
We were saying, I say some of the fans online were saying, if that was Antoine Dupont, that would be going viral worldwide within 30 seconds. And, sometimes doesn't get the kind of credits he's due, but that was a screamer.
Never mind the fact he wasn't even nominated for Try of the Round, which is a whole other conversation.
Crazy. But as well, Batty with assist, that was spectacular.
Yeah, let's go front row viewpoint on the goose step, please.
Yeah, incredible. Any front rower breaking the line and managing to escape free and get an offload is impressive. So, credit to Batty.
Credit to Batty again. We will now shift to this weekend's game, Toulon away. You are in the team again this weekend, Jack.
I am indeed.
I mean, it's one of the most hostile atmospheres I think anybody talks about in France. How much are you looking forward to actually getting stuck in?
I'm really looking forward to it. And I think when it comes to like a hostile environment, noise is noise. I mean, whether it's for you or against you, I think it still has the effect of getting you up for a game.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to run out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's because of the format. It's not a make or break game. You get the feeling that there's a bit of a feeling in the squad that we go over there and have a go at Toulon, and that's 100%. A mark of where we're at.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Toulon are one of the top sides in Europe. I mean, they showed that by beating the Stormers last week pretty convincingly in Cape Town. And I mean, we're certainly not going over there wanting to come away with anything but a win.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, 3:15 on Sunday afternoon UK time on Premier Sports. You can choose that if you're not enamoured with the Premier Sports Cup final, which is everybody have a rugby persuasion. Before we move on to the Squadcast properly, it's December, it's Glasgow Warriors, which means it's Glasgow Warriors and Glasgow Children's Hospital charity visit. You were both out there yesterday, I believe.
Yep.
Well, I say yesterday, this will go out on Friday, but we're recording on Thursday. You were both out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just talk to us about what it means to be out there and supporting that cause at this particular time of year.
Yeah, it's pretty special. It's always the kind of one thing in the community calendar that we always kind of look forward to at the end of the year. Going to see those families who are probably less fortunate than we are. And I think yesterday was special. It was quite a few of the boys' first time doing it. I think I've done it 2 or 3 times now. And each time's different, and each time's obviously more special than the other, because you kind of learn about these kids, and you being there kind of brightens their whole day, if not their whole week there. And you meet some big fans along the way, so it's special.
Can you talk to us?
You, Jack?
Can you talk to us about the unconfirmed reports of Gregor Brown losing a game of Guess Who to small children?
I cannot.
I was in
wasn't there.
Gregor Brown's group,
Yeah.
but I can confirm Gregor deliberately conceded
Did he?
the game because he was
No, he
being a good
didn't.
guy, but it was Hugh.
No, he didn't.
Hugh Jones was very much going for the throat as while he was helping him. But Gregor was trying to sort of relent slightly. But
Good
Hugh
guy,
Jones
Gregor
was,
Brown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we had a good wee group. Myself, Sam Talakai, Kyle Stain, congrats, and Ollie Smith were in our group. And Sammy ended up getting his makeup done.
I have heard this. I have
Yeah.
not seen any photographic evidence
No,
of this,
there was
which is a shame.
no consent, unfortunately, for the photographs. in
From
that
Sam?
ward. Yeah, from Sam. But no, it was we had to do a semi-final of rock, paper, scissors, and the loser of both the semi-final and the final had to go get their makeup done, which was he got some blusher and some contour, I was
nice.
told. And he looked amazing. The girls said that he needed something. When he walked in the room, they said that he needed something to accentuate his jawline, which doesn't exist.
Right.
So, no, again, very special, and it's one of these things that we always try to put as many smiles on faces as possible.
Well, if you want to help support the Glasgow Children's Hospital charity, our Fighting for Our Families campaign is live and running throughout the season. Details on our social media. Go and support what is an incredibly worthy cause. On with the Squadcast properly. For those of you who are new listeners, obviously we've got the questions in front of us tonight. Jack, you are judge, jury and executioner on the answers. Okay. Question number 1 is inspired by Joseph Suali, who has come to light since the Autumn Nation series, is in a music group, which is called Dream Yours with a Z. If you
It's quite good.
It's a good Dream Yours with a Z.
It's quite good.
So the
Is this when he was younger? Or is this
No.
right now?
this is right now, apparently. I didn't know this. So there's the follow-up question to this is, which Glasgow Warrior star would you back to be in a music group? And you're not allowed to say Ben Afshar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That would have been the obvious
That would have been the
answer.
obvious one.
Nons talks a lot about wanting to get his kid into music. So maybe him. Maybe he's got a hidden talent for something. I'm trying to think who else.
I'm trying to think who's got a great voice.
Yeah.
It's not many.
Callum
Everyone's
Norrie.
pretty tone deaf. That is
Callum
very...
Norrie actually has some stuff released on SoundCloud if anyone
Yeah,
wants to
and
listen.
it's
A pretty
Christmas songs.
ropey remix of Santa
Santa
Baby,
Baby.
if you want to hear that.
Very, what's the word for that? It's Christmas, it's coming up, and
The festive period, what are you talking about?
well, the fact that you've brought up Noah's singing Santa Baby at the festive period is very apt.
Yeah, very apt. Very
There we
apt. Yeah.
Jack likes to say big words.
Apt is not a big word, Murphy.
No,
it's
but-
3 letters.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you
Jack
very
likes to. His vocabulary is.
My lexicon
Yeah, there you go.
is
There's one.
is pretty good. I pride myself on it.
He does, and he says fancy words to sound really smart, and he's not.
Let the record show that Murphy is just not smart.
So yeah, so Jack, if everyone ever speaks to Jack, or if you hear, you haven't brought out any fancy ones yet.
No, well, I mean, I first keep them sort of behind closed doors.
Yeah. His idol is Jamie Lyle, the commentator.
That's not
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamie's commentating this weekend. We can put you in touch if you
Yeah.
want. It's
He
fine.
loves his massive words.
Yeah, actually,
and-
no, he had a good one the other day. Marmalized.
Yeah, so
Marmalized.
Marmalized.
Jamie, if you
That was a
listen,
good word.
Marmalized,
that
get
one,
in for
Jamie.
Jack Man.
Fair enough. I mean, he may well end up. I feel like this has taken a very large turn from the original question. So I'm just going to bring it back. Would you guys ever record
Callum Norrie,
yourselves?
Backstreet Boys, that's our answer.
Fair enough. Let's move on. Okay, question number 2. This is from Sam, who welcomed his first wee one a couple of weeks ago. Congratulations, Sam, and
Nice,
Neve
Sam.
and Lachlan. His question, based on far too much time spending reading baby names data from the last 18 months, who is the most likely to give their child a non-traditional name?
Feel like you've got to be up there, actually. You've got two... Murphy's got 2 Great Danes at home called Slavers and Drools.
Correct.
I feel like it's a different thing to call your child that, though.
I know. But then there's some wacky names in your family as well.
Yeah. Sibling, mum and dad, if you're listening, I don't know what you were doing. Got some wacky siblings' names.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think. Who's, if you had to say it out there?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like with the Islanders, like if you were Scottish, you would say that's an out there name, but for them that would be normal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think.
You got any baby names lined up?
No, funnily enough.
It's a shame.
Need to work on the grassroots of that sort
You
of
don't
thing.
want to surprise Chris and Lynn too early. Huh?
No, definitely not.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Chris and Lynn. I remember my old flatmates. He used to want to call his kid Rex if he had a boy.
Interesting.
But that was when I was
Short for T.
No,
Okay.
just Rex.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
We're very good at digressing on this
We're very,
podcast.
yeah.
It's fine.
I honestly don't know.
I'm trying to think of anyone who's got crazy names for their kid now.
Well, not Xander, Hamish, Iona,
Yeah.
Fia, and Hector. Get in there. Named all of them.
You could see the cogs whirring there as you went around.
Yeah.
Sammy's are, I say normal. They're fairly. I don't want to say normal. Normal sounds dull.
They're just nice names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well put. Come on, Jack. Use that big brain of yours.
I know. I'm trying to think. I can't think of anyone who's a bit of a zany character.
Zany. Spell it.
Zany. I mean, Z-A-I-N-Y, I would say.
I'm right. Okay, I'm just gonna go and say it. I reckon strange name will be Jack Dempsey will have a strange kid.
No, I honestly,
Strange name.
honestly, I'm going to go with my first answer. I think it runs in the family.
What am I gonna call it?
I don't know.
Tune back into season whatever 25
Yeah,
of the Squadcast.
Yeah.
I might name it after you.
Yeah?
What, man?
Man.
Jock Mann.
Man Walker.
Jock Mann.
All right. Question number 3 comes from St Andrews again. Hello, Rory. Good to hear from you again. Based on George's hat trick on Saturday night. It was used for a bit of a maths homework, apparently, so we're going to throw into that. But the crux of the question is, who is going to beat DTH's record first, since George is now second in
George Horn.
The options were George Horn, Johnny Matthews, or somebody else.
George Horn.
We're still back in George.
Yeah.
Nice.
He is in form. He's on fire right now.
He is.
Yeah.
I reckon. I mean, how many is he off?
He's 4 off at the minute.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be done by.
And Gog's got years left in him as well. He'll be
Who's
setting
who's
it.
first? Gog or Johnny? That's
No, but I think it'll be Gog.
I reckon it'll be done by mid-January. After.
Oh, okay.
I reckon it'll be done. Quinn's game.
You done in the Quins game?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
Heard it here
Nice.
first.
All right. See if this comes back to actually being a thing. I'm just going to clip this episode up and it's just going to be Mystic Murph.
Yeah.
That's actually just going to be the segment of the podcast from now on, Mystic Murph.
Yeah, I reckon
Murph.
he's flaming hot at the moment.
The crystal balls.
Jack, would you go along with George? Are you sticking with
Yeah,
that?
I'm going with Gog as well.
Nice.
That's
All right.
force.
Hopefully that does your answer there, and we'll see if Murphy's prediction is correct at some point in the middle of January. Okay, question 4. This comes from Molly, who's sitting listening over the corner. Actually, who will be panic buying their Christmas presents and who has already completed their shopping?
Jack gets his mum to do it. So.
No, I'm normally a pretty panicky buyer when it comes to Christmas presents.
Yeah.
I'm normally pretty bad for that sort of thing. I'm good at buying presents, but just not good at timing buying them.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm quite a thoughtful person.
Feel that. Yeah, that's fair enough.
I got my mum.
I hope she doesn't know that.
Actually, cut that out.
That's so dumb.
Cut that out. I was forgetting that she will probably listen to this.
You are thick.
I got my mum something really nice for Christmas this year.
Nice. Where were we?
I think Greg Brown, I reckon he's last minute as well.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got your Secret Santa ordered for the Warriors?
I've not, or our own one as well either. I've not done either of them.
So we've got a Warriors Secret Santa, which is happening next Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, without telling us who you've got, are you confident in your ability to
bought
buy?
it.
You've bought it.
Yeah.
You happy with it?
Oh, have you pulled the trigger?
I pulled the trigger. I bought it.
Nice.
I don't know how to tell you without telling you who it is.
But let's say what you've got.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
saying
you're
what
not
I've
saying
got.
what you've got. Okay, one of those.
I'll show you what I've
We'll
got.
show you
and
what
can
you've
guess
got.
who it is.
Okay, this could go one of many directions. Also, this makes great podcast. Fantastic. That does not give me any semblance of hint whatsoever. And you are correct. You're not allowed to say that on air. My life, this episode's going to be a nightmare to edit. I'm just going to
Listeners can just put, come on, two together. I've purchased arriving Saturday apparently.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll
What
be good.
day are we doing it?
Friday or Saturday next week.
Blimey, I need to get on that.
Oh dear. No, they're good. Jai, again, I think we've digressed off the original question, but any confidence in your own Secret Santa buying abilities?
Yeah. I'm pretty good at them.
That's a lie.
I got a pretty funny one last year when we did our own one. You remember?
Yeah. So Jack said
That was meant for you.
Jack said he's a good gift giver. You're not. You bought what was it? £2 off a Temu t-shirt that have a gorilla.
Because it was funny and it was meant for you, but I had to give it to Gus.
Yeah.
And it would have been very funny if
It was
wore
one of those like so Jack likes to fat shame
Yeah.
at any point and any chance he gets. So he bought it's one of those shirts that looks like a gorilla. So when it's like on
Yep.
a body, it looks 3D if you've got a bit of a belly. So
Where you
Gus-
like if you push your belly out, it looks like it's blowing air. And so I got it from her.
you got it for Gus.
No, I got it for you, but it also kind of worked on Gus.
What did I get you?
You actually got me a very good present
Yeah,
with the t-shirt with a sort of golfing collage on it.
Of Jack.
Okay.
And then the other one I won't speak about on air,
Probably wise.
Yeah.
but it could have gone very wrong. But
It went down very well.
I
All
don't know
parties
about
loved it.
We'll move this very swiftly onwards before this goes out. All right, last question for this episode, because this, I mean, knowing how the rest of the questions go, this could go in 400 different ways from your answer's point of view. Spotify Wrapped season. Who is the most likely to have Taylor Swift in their Spotify Wrapped?
I
think it's Fraser.
To get mine out.
Get out.
I was
Get
Gus Fraser. with
Gus
Taylor
Fraser.
Swift, 100%.
Nobody took any time to answer that whatsoever.
He's like a Taylor Swift and what's the country guy's called? Chris Stapleton and
Yeah.
what's the other guy called? The big
Morgan
Morgan Wallen, he's another
Morgan
one.
Wallen, he likes
There's
him
another
well.
big one. What's
there's
the other?
Chris Stapleton, Luke Coombs.
Luke
Luke
Coombs.
Coombs.
That's one. That's
Um,
Gussie's number
yeah.
one.
I think I don't mind country, but I can only manage so much of it.
Yeah. What was yours? What was your top 5?
Mine was actually. So I mean, like I've always sort of say I like sort of techno and house. People ask me what kind of music I'm into, but there was actually none of it in my Spotify rap.
What was it? Drake, Kanye, Gunna.
Literally, I've already told you this.
No.
Yes, I have already told
I'm
you.
just guessing. We know each other so well. We spend so much time with each
That
other.
is true. My most played song was actually one that you showed me.
See, we're just best friends, Jack and I.
Much to my dismay.
See Old
we are.
Dancer by who was it by?
Valtos.
Valtos, Scottish.
Okay.
It's a Scottish folk and techno band. Very good.
Yeah. But I am going to look into this. Where I'm laughing at Jack's Spotify Wrapped just playing in the background of my headphones.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
What was your top?
Valtos, what was
It
it?
takes so
Valtos.
long
Valtos.
to get through the
Valtos.
video on the bloody.
You can
Spotify
just go right
app.
to the end. It shows you right at the very end.
Oh yeah, so it does.
Jack's not the brightest spark in the room, but we'll get there.
Yeah, Drake, Gunna, Kanye West, Big X the Plug, and then Barry Can't Swim at the end.
Nice. That's a good little.
Not bad.
The
Number
problem
one
is,
song?
the problem is, I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of like Drake and Kanye West, but they just have so many good songs.
They do have a lot of,
that I
yeah,
end up
a
listening
lot of
to
options.
their music.
Yeah.
What was your number one song?
Was that one I told you, the one that you showed me,
Oh, See Old Dancer.
and then it was Never Lose Me by Flo Milli, then Horizon by Chris Lumeau, Summer in Marseille, which is like a jazz song, and then Romeo Must Die, which is a Afrobeat.
Do you know? Did I tell you my top song?
No.
It was SOS by Rihanna.
Nice.
Why are you laughing at
Riri
that?
I was going to say, are
Good
you
song,
confessing to this on air? Seriously?
Yeah, it's an absolute tune.
Really
SOS and then top artist was Red Hot Chilies.
Yeah. Fair.
Nice.
They've got some good songs.
So yeah,
Few nods of approval.
Rihanna, if you're listening,
Yeah.
I'm the number one fan here of
Rihanna
SOS.
Disturbia is probably in one of my top 10 songs.
Yeah,
to be fair.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that song.
I mean, we can't get her for Hampden, but we do have Scaryvore, so there you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
Nice.
Scaryvore will be good though.
Scaryvore will be good. Tickets are available on glasgowwarriors.org.
Scaryvore. What do you say mean?
Oh,
who?
come on, Jack.
Scaryvore.
Yeah, the Scottish band.
No idea.
give
Right,
up.
Spotify Rap 2025. It's just you
Yeah.
and Scaryvore.
What kind of music?
Like
Is it fiddles and violins and stuff, or is it?
no, it's.
I mean, yes, but also
yeah,
no.
but it's more like, you've heard the song. Take My Hand. You've heard that. Take my hand.
Not Scooby.
We'll go dancing.
This is getting played over the corner. Oh, jeez.
Nah.
You
Oh, well, that was worth it.
No idea.
Anyway, yes, you can get your tickets for Scaryvore at Hampden Park, Sunday 22nd December, kick-off at 3 p.m, glasgowwarriors.org. Anyway, on that note, before we devolve into more Scaryvore issues that you have not heard of them, I mean, feel free to sing us out, Murphy. I genuinely don't mind at this point.
Pass.
It's about the most sensible thing that's been on this episode so far. Jack, it's been a pleasure as always. We will see you. I mean, we'll see you on the pitch on 2 on Sunday, and we'll see you here next week as well. Well, not on the podcast, but at Scotstoun. Yeah. Murphy, we will see you both next week. You're here on the podcast and at Scotstoun next week,
Yep.
unless you're not telling me something.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, and we will see you next week as well, Warrior Nation. Get your tickets
Is
for
it Christmas
Hampden
special
Park.
next week?
I don't know yet. Maybe we'll find one out.
Yeah.
It's we might have a Hampden special next week. We'll see. Here we go. I don't know. We'll play cards close to the chest. We'll work it out. All right. Anyway, in the meantime, he's been Jack Mann. He's been Murphy Walker. I've been Craig Wright, and this has been the Glasgow Warriors Squadcast.